Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Valorant, specifically Stage 2 Masters Reykjavik in Iceland. I'm going to be going through who I think is going to win, who I think is going to underperform and everything. Let you guys know how the whole event is going to work and everything. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Masters 2 is the first ever Valorant international event and the first international LAN event actually. Teams have been working towards it for a long time through challenger qualifiers, open qualifiers and all that, and 10 teams from the whole world have basically qualified for it and are fighting for first place and 400 series points. Now, before I explain what the teams in the tournament are, who they are, I want to explain first what are series points. Series points are points that count towards your Champions Tour qualification. So, for example, the 3 teams in Europe and North America qualified to Champions straight away because of series points, or champion points, basically. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, the 10 representatives at this international event will be Sentinels and Version 1 from North America, Team Liquid and Fnatic from Europe and the Middle East, New Turn Gaming from Korea, Team Vikings from Brazil, Shark Esports from Brazil. The Latin America finalist is still not decided, so I will update it as soon as I can. Crazy Raccoon for Japan and X10 Esports for Southeast Asia. So before I talk about what I think is going to happen, I just want to say that it is pretty sad that Vision Strikers was not able to make it to this first international event because, as you know, they had the 102 game win streak, and it's pretty sad to not see how they would have held up against international competition. But yeah, it is what it is. So basically, this is gonna work like a bunch of best of ones, basically. Like the teams are just going to play against each other, and then they're gonna go into a tournament format. Basically, the format is not out yet, so I will be making an additional video whenever that format is out, because it could affect how everything goes, if it's a double elimination or but yeah. So basically, I have 3 favorites and 2 underdogs for this tournament and 1 underperformer actually. So let's start with our favorites. First, obviously, out of North America, Sentinels, Masters Stage 1 champions. They have Sick, Shazam, Psalms, Dapper, and Tens. It's an insane roster. Even though they did drop 1 game against BBG on the qualifiers for the Challengers finals, they came in steaming through everyone. They beat 100 Thieves, they beat C9, they beat Version 1. They demolished North America. They're the best team that North America has to offer, which is the reason why I wanted to put them as one of my favorites for this event. Also, their playstyle is very unique compared to other North American teams. They can switch it up. They have a good champion pool, specifically Sick. Sick is probably the most versatile player in that roster because he can play anything from Duelist to Sentinel to Smokes. He can do everything. Next in my favorites list I have is Team Liquid. It's no surprise that the first seed from Europe is one of my favorites for the tournament, but what can I say? I mean, they steamrolled through the qualifiers. They destroyed FPX, they destroyed Gambit, they destroyed Guild, and yeah, I mean, Scream, Yampy, Cryptix, Link, they're all insane. I mean, I feel like Link, his clutches throughout the whole qualifiers were something else, man. Like usually we say Scream is a highlight of the team, and that Scream gets no help because of like previous blunders. But this time in the qualifiers, we did see that Scream's team is amazing. So even though he did play insane, the headshot machine, he's a monster. I still think that they're gonna do really well because of their synergy. They were able to play with the no duelist comp in Haven, as I remember. Yampy switched to Killjoy instead of Jet, as he usually does, and that just caught FPX off guard. So we'll see how they develop strategies to throw these teams off guard. You know, these predictions might be a little tough because you don't know what to expect. Like, Brazil could pull up an upset over anyone. You know, we've never seen an international event, so we don't really know. So yeah, that's that. And my third favorite for this tournament is Team Vikings. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, it's a Brazilian team. How could they be favorites? We have two NA teams, two EU teams. You guys don't understand. The Team Vikings is consisting of Sacy, Sadak, FRZ, GTNSIN, and Sutkas. 4 Brazilians and 1 Argentinian. And in their run to get to Masters, they defeated Shark Esports in the finals, and in a pretty dominant fashion. Their playstyle is very explosive, and even they themselves said that if they are underestimated by this bigger market teams, that it's going to be a disaster. You know, they should be respected. The first seed from Brazil, I see them as heavy favorites apart from the other 2 that I mentioned. And now I'm going to mention my 2 underdog picks. First underdog pick is version 1. I fell in love watching this version 1 roster when they beat Cloud9 and they beat Envy. Effie's, he used to be on Gen G and he had a redemption arc here in version 1. It's amazing what he's doing. Penny on the Jet is insane. His op has really improved, you know, go to toe with the best Jets in North America. Celsius is an amazing duelist, you know, he can frag whenever he needs to. Whippy, also insane player. They recently brought him in instead of player 1 like a week before the Challenger finals, and he still performed, which is crazy. And then Vanity, I'm pretty sure Vanity's the IGL. If he's not, correct me down in the comments. But yeah, Vanity has also been informed lately. So I can see version 1 pulling an upset victory over any of the bigger seeds and probably taking the tournament as well. They're underdog and I'm rooting for them, you know. Then my second underdog in this tournament is actually New Turn Gaming from Korea. Their team consists of Solo, Perry, Allow, Suggest, and Lakia. I can see them being, you know, probably the most disrespected team because, as you know, like everyone expected Vision Strikers, but Vision Strikers barely made it to 3rd or 4th, you know. New Turn Gaming defeated Dam1 Gaming in the Challengers finals to advance to Masters, and I mean, their style is just explosive, you know. They swept their group, then they didn't drop a single map. Yes, I said it. They didn't drop a single map all throughout the Challenger playoffs. So this team can bring the heat to the international competition. People won't know. Like, they'll be caught off guard. So yeah, I see New Turn Gaming as my other upset pick, or dark horse, you know, underdog, whatever you want to call it. Finally, the team that I feel like will underperform and choke is actually Fnatic. Fnatic almost didn't make it to Masters, despite winning Challengers finals, Challenger 3 finals. They won that, but they almost didn't make Masters. Their team consists of Boaster, Durket, Doma, Mystic, and Magnum. And I just don't like their playstyle, you know. They struggled against Liquid in the Challenger finals. If they struggled against Liquid, I can see them struggling against Sentinels, version 1, even Team Vikings, because they have a similar playstyle. Not completely similar, but you know what I mean. And yeah, they rely a lot on Viper. I've realized that. I am pretty sure that Mystic is the one playing Viper, and I'm not sure if by the time Masters comes the Viper changes have been implemented, but if they are, I feel like they will struggle a lot. And even if they're not implemented, they rely too much on the Viper on maps such as Icebox and Bind, where she's good at, and if they ban those against Sentinels, against Fnatic, with the addition of Breeze, because Breeze actually will take part in during Masters. If they do play Breeze, those weaknesses I feel like are going to be more exposed against predominantly opping teams such as Sentinels, Team Liquid, and even version 1. So yeah, those are my picks for Masters. See who's good, who's not. Whenever the format does come out for Masters, I will make a video talking about it, the prize pool and everything. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below, comment who you think will win Masters, and subscribe if you want to keep tuned in. See you guys next time.